Hey guys, I'm here to bring you a deck profile on my updated Archfiend Darkworlds. I made some edits to the deck, took out some cards, added some cards, and got some new cards. So I figured I'd update it for you. I actually took the last profile to locals and went 0 and 4 with it. So I edited it, went back to locals, and went 4 and 0 with it. So this is the editations that I did and how I was able to go 4 and 0. So you want to run the triple grapha like always in every Darkworld build. You run the triple grapha, the triple snow, the triple brow. God dang it. And the double beige. Nobody runs Silva anymore due to the fact that Silva is an Eradicator target, as well as Eradicator being at 1 now. If Eradicator goes back up, they might run 1 Silva, but beige, he bounces himself. He can be normal summoned as well and bounce for Grapha, so that's why I run him over Silva. And then an add to the deck is a Fabled Raven. I don't know, I haven't checked the ban list in a while, so I don't think he's on it. Might run 2 because he discards as much cards as he wants from his hand, from your hand, and it's not a cost because it's part of his effect. So what I think I'll do is run 2, but he's a level 2 tuner, and every time you discard, he gains a level and 400 attack for each card you discard. He's already a 13 beater. You discard 3 cards, he's a, that's extra 24, I think. No, gains 400, that's 1600. Can't do math right now. But, like, he can become a beater, and also you use Synchro with him, so makes some Black Rose plays. I was actually borrowing a Black Rose from my friend, and that's how I won the tournament. So, 2 Trance Archfiends. I don't have a third one, and actually, now that I think about it, your Fabled Raven is technically a Trance Archfiend so you don't really need that third one, but you can run the third one. I actually will try out the third one when I get it, see how it runs, and if I like it, then I'll keep it. And then you run the 2 Emperor, First Lord of Archfiend Emperor, the First Lord of Honor. Again, you normal summon him. He's a 15 beater. Can't special summon fiend type monsters. Can't special summon any monsters except for fiend type. You banish a fiend type card from your graveyard and pop a card in the field and make some really cool plays with it. And the next Archfiend is Triple Hyrus. It's a searcher for the Archfiends. If it's destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard by card effect, you get to search for an Archfiend card, except for herself. And then you want to run the 2 Tour Guide. Has 6 targets. She has 6 targets other than herself. The 3 Brow and the 3 Hyrus. So, there's that. 1 Dark Arm Dragon. This actually won me 3 duels. The reason why I said I went 4-0 and 0-4 is because we have, I think 4 rounds, top 4, and 90% of the time. So, I technically went 6-0. But like to get into top 4, I had to go 4-0 and then 0-4 to epically lose. So this version of the deck went 6-0 at locals versus the technically 0-6 last time. So the Dark Arm Dragon actually helped that. I think I also had Dark Arm Dragon in the other build, but the Fabled Raven helped out this deck so much. Like that was I think that's the only monster change is just the Fabled Raven. But I also still run the 2 Battle Fader. This helped me out. I actually run against 2 Dark or Dragon Ruler decks, and they weren't expecting my Battle Faders, and I Battle Fadered them both times and was able to win because of that. because I ended up Dark Arm Dragaining, and they didn't have a response. I blew up their field, bounced for triple Grapha, normaled my Honor, and then Skill Drained and OTK'd. So, it was pretty cool. On to spells, I run the Allure still, the Mind Control, and the Foolish. They're pretty much the only loner spell cards in this deck. I think they are, yeah. Well, there's also the other field spells, so. Mind Control I will probably take out for a different card inside it. I did end up taking it out inside it in Skill Drain, which I was able to use, which is what won me against Dragon Rulers a lot. And what was really funny is, for some reason, they were manning Skill Drain, and they Skill Drained me. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to normal summon my Honor, and they're like, oh, crap. So, yeah, don't run Skill Drain against this deck. It will help us out so much. So, and then still the triple trade-in. Oh, crap. Triple trade-in, not Darkworld dealings yet. Trade-in, because you run 5 8s in this deck, and it's just good. You want them in graveyard anyway, and it's good. I like it. It adds the free draws, so, and then you get the triple Darkworld dealings, pretty basic. Another thing I wanted to say about the trade-ins, if you draw them mid-game, you can basically use them as bluffs, to bluff out your opponent, and I've actually done that a couple of times, so that was pretty cool. And then I still only have the 2 gates, so I'm still running this thing as a proxy for it for right now. But it did win me a duel. Didn't win me a match, but I did win game 3 with this because I was able to. I had my tour guide on the field, and I drew into Honor. So I normal summoned Honor, activated this, then activated its effect, targeted my Honor, banished my Tour, special then Honor from deck, banished a Trance Archfiend, popped their monster, attack for 45, yeah, 45, or no, 35 and 2000, so 55, and then, I think I also ended up bouncing for Grappa that turn, and I ended up winning, but it's pretty cool. I will probably still keep it at 1 even after I get a 3rd Gates, just for that extra damage, and its effect is not bad. I might take it out. It's an Archfiend card. It can be searched with Hyrus, so that's pretty good. I mean, and it can be banished off of Honor's effect, so that's pretty cool. On to traps. I'm only running 4 traps. I would like to be running 6, but I don't have the other 6. So I am running triple Reckless Greed. I would take out, if you have Archfiend's Roar, run it over this, because Archfiend's Roar effect reads, I had just read it before this, so pay 500 life points, target 1 Archfiend monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. During your end phase, destroy the monster. So you special Trance Archfiend as an example during your turn. You discard, and then at end phase it's destroyed, and you add a banished card, dark monster from your banished zone back to your hand. So you get that banished Grapha back if you have it. So it's pretty nice, especially during your opponent's end phase. Like, it's like, end phase, okay, well I'm gonna pay 500, special my Trance Archfiend, it's destroyed, I get Grapha back to hand. Next turn I draw, Darkworld Dealings, draw 1, discard Grapha, pop your monster. It's pretty nice. I think I'm losing my voice. This next card I want to run 3 of. Dark Schmog. It's extra discards. You get 3 of these. That's 3 discards. You get Gates. That's 4 discards. You get Raven. That's as many discards as you need. So, I mean, it's really good, especially at 3. I ran it at 1 and ended up banishing a couple of cards from my opponent's graveyard during Dragon Rulers, and also I was facing Light Sworn, so I banished the JD Dragons before they could Beckoning Light them, because he was running triple Beckoning Light, which was, I thought was weird, because I ended up MSTing it, and he activated it, and I chained triple Dark Smog banished all 3 JD dragons before he was able to resolve his effect, which was pretty interesting. He got so mad. It was funny, but let's see it for the deck. For the main deck, onto the extra deck. I don't have a side, so this will be a little bit shorter than I wanted to, but sides are just, I don't have a side built anymore. I don't know where my skill drain is right offhand, but, anyway, extra deck, I run an Iron Chain, just because, I mean, I have a level 2 tuner in here, and if you don't, you can just discard. He's easy to bring out. Just take my word on it. He's easy to bring out, as well as, Gaia Knight, Scrap Archfiend. Archfiend card mainly. He's my only level 7 that I have. If I had a Black Rose, I would pop him in here too. I was borrowing a Black Rose from a friend, so that also helped me win the tournament. Dark-End Dragon is a proxy for a Stardust Dragon. Dark-End Dragon's still pretty nice. I never ended up having to use it, but I did end up using my Red Dragon Archfiend. My friend that I was facing, who actually I did a deck profile on, I was facing his Fire Fists, and I summoned this card. Well, he ended up adding in Roar into his deck. He roared me, and he got destroyed in end phase, or at the end of the battle steps. So I was like, oh crap, so what am I going to do here? So next turn, he did some stuff. He did like 4,000 damage to me, and I ended up drawing into my Honor. And I'm like, wait a minute, Red Dragon Archfiend is an Archfiend. So I ended up beating him, popping all of his stuff, so it was pretty nice. Gaga Cowboy, probably will take him out, but he's really good. Adds that extra burn damage. He burns for 16, or he clashes with Blue Eyes. I mean, still, good card. Leviathan single-handedly makes your gates live if you don't have any in your graveyard, so it's pretty nice. Brings back your Trance Archfiend if it gets banished. Brings back your Snow if it gets banished. You can bounce your Snow. For Grappa, and then discard the Snow and search. I mean, it's pretty nice. When it Zenmane's, Hyris gets off her effect when she detaches from this. It's really, 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 really good. And then, I don't know how to pronounce his name, never have been able to, but I call him Dragon Overlord. If you have run 2 of these, but right now I'm running 240s over, when I get another Overlord Dragon, I will take out number 40 and one number 40 and add it in there. I'll still keep one number 40 just because it's a dark hole. I like it. And then I run 2 coaches. One coach will be coming out, will be taken out of this for number 20. But I'm running coach for now. And then number 15, Gimmick Puppet. He's the Volcasaurus for the rank 8s. So it's pretty nice. But the only thing is that he still destroys the monster. It says up to twice per turn during your main phase 1, you can detach an XYZ material from this card. Then target one special summon monster your opponent controls. Destroy it. Then, if it was an XYZ monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. So, it's a Volcasaurus for XYZ monsters. It's still good. I liked it. I did a couple of really cool tricks with it. But, basically, like, the only main card that I would think you would want to side in this deck would be some MSTs, probably, maybe 2 or 3. Back row doesn't seem to be a very big problem for me. Maybe some Prohibitations, some Veilers. I mean, there's a couple of different things that you can side in here. Didn't need to side all that much during the tournament, but I did side in my skill drain. I only had one skill drain. I was surprised that I was able to pull it off. So, I mean, you could side Upstart Goblins and maybe take out some cards just to get those extra draw powers if you need to get to certain cards even faster or speed up the deck a little bit. But yeah, that's my deck. Next I will be doing my Light Sworns. So, like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.